I have a confession to make. In all my years of playing, I have never broken a bass string. These things are pretty durable, especially of the flat wound variety. I pretty much only change them when I feel like they're worn out. The fact is, breaking a bass string is somewhat rare, but with the Beatles' live career spanning probably 1,500 performances, it had to have happened once, right? Well, it turns out it did. Listen to the now forgotten moment of the time Paul McCartney broke a bass string in front of 34,000 people. Enjoy.
The date is August 18th, 1965, and the Beatles are set to play one show in Atlanta, Georgia, at Atlanta Stadium. Beatlemania in America is at its all-time peak, and this concert at Atlanta Stadium will take place only 2 days after the Beatles' iconic Shea Stadium performance. It's an incredibly hot day, nearly 100 degrees, but fans are excited as they arrive, with some even traveling from nearby states. Make no mistake, this is a big concert, and Atlanta Stadium is a huge venue. Fans in the cheaper seats will likely struggle to see the band, but it didn't seem to matter. When the Beatles took the stage, fans understandably went crazy. The set list will be almost identical to Shea Stadium, with one curious change. Ringo's number, Act Naturally, will be swapped with I Wanna Be Your Man, and it's on this performance that Paul breaks a string.
So the recording I'm about to play you comes from one of the many bootlegs in my collection, and I seriously hope I can play it without getting blocked. But just to let you know, there are pretty much no photos of this moment, so I'm going to be using various pictures through the concert, which are already pretty hard to find. That being said, I refuse to believe that out of, 34,000 people, nobody in the entire crowd took a single photo during the Beatles' two movie songs and the closing number, I'm Down. For me, that just seems impossible. So if anybody has a line on this or anybody has seen a picture, please drop a line in the comments because I would love to see it. Oh, and stick around to the end for a never-before-seen close-up of an already super rare photo. All right, here we go. Enjoy.
Thank you. Thank you, Ringo. We'll have to wait a minute now while Paul changes his bass. He's broken a string, have you? What are you going to do? Keep talking, what shall I say?
Well, it's simply wonderful to be here, you know, and it's so...
I can't think of anything to say, so why don't you just hum and talk to yourselves for a bit? Go on. Oh, thank you very much, everybody.
Pretty cool, right? All right, so I want to share this photo and sort of debunk it.
So you may have seen this photo online claiming to show Paul McCartney with a broken bass string. I've also seen lower quality versions of the full picture, but unfortunately the quality just isn't there in order to be able to tell.
So you guys probably know me by now. I tracked down the source of the image. Turns out he is a Beatle fan. He wishes to remain anonymous, but his neighbor was an AP photographer, and he took the picture and made him the only print. So for the first time ever, here's a high quality scan of this image.
So this photo is super cool. It is incredibly rare, and it is indeed from Atlanta 1965, but it is not a picture of Paul McCartney with 3 strings. One of them is just darker because it's probably tarnished. Also, if this were after the last performance, Lennon wouldn't even have a guitar, as he would have been playing the organ for I'm Down. And actually, if you look at the Shea Stadium footage, at this point in the Beatles' career, they would just pretty much unplug, hand off their gear, and disappear into a vehicle. My guess is that this photo is from the beginning of the show as the Beatles ran out onto the field.
Well, that's all for this video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy this. It actually really does help the channel. So I'll see you next time, and take it easy.